Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and today's episode is going to be hella hot and heavenly sexy. Because today, we're reviewing Even Vampires Get the Blues by Sandra Hill, which is currently $2.99. And you are in for a treat, because my guest today is writer-performer Alana Johnston. We were on a sketch team together at UCB, and while we definitely connected on comedy, we connected even deeper for our mutual love of vampires. Like one time, no joke, I was sitting in an audition and Alana just walked in and without missing a beat was like, "Did you watch the originals?" Like no hello, just cut into the chase. And oh, here is another crazy thing. Shortly after we recorded, Alana and her boyfriend eloped. They fucking got married. And without a doubt, this podcast is 100% responsible for this. So congratulations, Alana, and congratulations to you, listeners, because you are going to enjoy this review of Even Vampires Get the Blues. Alana, welcome to Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you for having me. I asked if I could be on this podcast for all the listeners out there. I am a big listener of the podcast, and I did confront Becky at a wedding a year and 5 months ago, and I did ask to be on the podcast, and I don't know if you took me seriously or not, because when it took her a year and 4 months to reach out, and when she did, I immediately said yes, chose the book, and read it all right away. So I was ready to be on the podcast.
I mean,
and I'm glad it's finally happening. I know sometimes people are like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to do," and you don't think they mean it. I absolutely meant it. I committed right away.
Oh my God. Yeah, no,
so I was thrilled to finally be asked to do the podcast.
I am,
and I don't
thrilled.
Read. So this is like I had to learn how to read to do this podcast.
Whoa. Oh my, well, you already got an A+. I can't believe you went to the extent of learning letters.
Thank you.
And the words that they made.
It hasn't been an easy journey. And was it worth it for this book? Yes. Which for the listeners, you'll understand what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. Yeah. So let's first. So you've never read a book before.
Not one that I loved in this way.
So you've never read a romance novel before. Have you ever read or leafed through here's sassy stuff?
I usually read, I didn't do the 50 Shades or any of this business. Watch the movies, no question about it, all 3 in one weekend. There's no doubt about it. HBO.
That sounds like an amazing
It was.
weekend.
My boyfriend was out of town and I thought, it's literally time for me to take back the night. I know that's not how people use that phrase, but if you watch all 3 50 Shades movies in one weekend, you are taking back the night. I'm sorry, but you are.
Time out. How did the third one? I didn't watch the third one yet.
they get married, it works out.
Oh, good. Okay.
This is the whole movie.
Yeah.
The ex comes and is like, I'm going to get you. And then it was like, actually, it's fine.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, that's how all like romances are. But
it's I'm going to come get you. Actually, it's fine.
oh, okay. Great. Glad it worked out.
It's kind of actually all in the preview. So you actually don't need to watch the movie. It's literally Mrs. Gray. And you're like, great. All sorted. The paperwork is done. But yes, I normally read the opposite of romance, which is books about betrayal, specifically a husband's betrayal, to the point where I read a book called A Husband's Betrayal and Leanne Mority, and it was so good.
Yeah.
So I like stuff where it's like mystery, but like involves relationship. Like I don't want to murder unless it's like a Dateline type thing.
Right.
And it's like the husband definitely did it, but then turns out it was this other guy. Like, you know what I mean?
So like, I mean, I've just been watching a lot of the show Snapped. So you like fictional
yes.
Snapped in a way.
The nonfiction, too real.
Yeah.
And for me, did I try to read Helter Skelter? You know it. Did I make it through 7 pages? See you there. That was the end of that for me. So it's interesting, I guess, with like movies based on true stories. I like to see how the actors become that character. Like I like to see that. But with fictional, I like to create the characters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the same thing with me in romance. Like I would prefer to read a romance. I mean, I love anything.
I
but,
agree of the reading of a romance.
Yeah.
Like I completely agree with that. After reading this book, I'm like, oh yeah, reading about sex is like nothing else. You're like, this is madness. Like, because we're so numb to boobs at this point in time. And when I see the boobs on TV, I go, those are her boobs. When I read the boobs, I go, these could be my boobs.
Exactly.
So it's very interesting. But when reading about betrayal and crime and this, and this, that's always really fun, because the problem with betrayals and that, when you see it in the acting, if it's bad acting, like bad writing, I can handle.
Yeah.
Bad acting, you're like, well, I can't imagine anything else. I literally have to watch you do it. When I'm reading it, and this, I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll get into it, but this book is out of control.
Oh my God. This book is bonkers, and I'm so glad that you're a guest for it.
Oh yeah, but was I picturing the people and the way it all goes down and all this? Of course I was. And I was like, I loved Harry Potter, and then I saw the movie, and I love the movies. Of course I love the movie. I couldn't picture Quidditch in my life the way that they did it. I'm like, that was madness. That was the coolest thing. I love the movies. But they weren't the characters I had made up.
Sure, yeah.
So then when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. And then when I continued reading the rest of the books, I was like, oh, now I have to be thinking of this guy now.
Yeah.
What's his name? Daniel Radcliffe. Now, when I read it, I'm thinking of the actor.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because there's something, I mean, well, did you read, you're a Twilight, you read.
Here's the thing. I didn't read the books.
See,
I never heard of Twilight. I saw a preview and I was like, yes, Becky's happy I'm reading this book because I'm obsessed with vampires.
Yeah.
And all vampire shows, we connected over this, and like all the shows and CW and all this kind of business. From ages ago, we connected on this, obviously. Yeah. But I will say that like I had never heard anything about the books, and I am in on a teen saga, so it was kind of crazy I didn't hear about them. Saw the preview for the movie, and I was like, I don't understand how this got past me. Like, I went and saw every single movie. That is 5 movies. I went and saw every single movie. Same showing, back-to-back days, same seats.
Oh, wow.
Back-to-back days. Every single movie that came out. I would go twice, back-to-back, sit in the exact same seat.
That's amazing.
I have bought all those movies 3 separate times on DVD. The full collection has various gifts. 3 separate times I have purchased all those movies. It's the kind of movie if you were like, let's ditch the podcast, and I have a show to get to after this. If you were like, let's ditch the podcast and quickly watch all the movies, I'd be like, yes.
All right, show's over. Thanks, Alana. You were a great guest.
And again, thank you so much for having me. We gotta go.
Yeah, sorry, we have more important
Some
things.
of us have to buy DVDs for the fourth time.
Some of us need to get a DVD player for said
First of all,
gift.
some of us have to buy a DVD player. And then we have to buy the DVDs.
Yeah. So, like, what is it about vampires for you? Like teen vampire or like vampires?
No. Teens, no question about it. Here's the thing about vampires. So I have a hard time sleeping because if somebody falls asleep before me, I get jealous at how peaceful and restful they are. Mm-hmm. So vampires don't sleep. They rest, but in all for the what a real and each show has executed in different ways, but technically vampires are not supposed to sleep.
Right.
Okay? But they rest. Like that is like when they sleep in the day, it's like that's the resting of the revamping until they feed again.
Yeah.
But if they were drinking blood all day, all night, they could stay up all day, all night. Whereas if we were eating and drinking water, we would not be able to stay up all day, all night. We would die. But they're already dead. They can't die from that, from deprivation. Okay. And I will get into these logistics all day long. Anybody wants to DM me or come to my house, I'll give the address at the end of the podcast. So in Twilight, I loved the idea of somebody just watching me sleep. And then the idea of a vampire where you're like, leave me alone. I'm my own woman. I want to live my own life. But then like secretly you get into trouble knowing that they'll come. You know what I mean? Because they're like tuned into you. Mm-hmm. The sex seems out of this world. The book will prove that from my reading that I have chosen to read. The sex seems out of this world. They're all good looking.
Yeah.
Like, and this is obviously TV fantasizing it, but in this book as well, in the description of them, they're all good looking. Like it's this. You watch True Blood?
Yes, I did.
Of course. Mm-hmm. The description of all the vampires in here is just the cast of True Blood. Like they're just describing the best. What's his name? Skarsgård.
Alexander
Skarsgård. This is who they're describing.
Oh my God, hands down.
Like without question, who's like the hottest? Like I couldn't.
He's not. He's like, who are you? Like you're an alien from.
You're not even
planet.
real. You're not even real.
Yeah.
Like it's true, which is why they have to cast him as a vampire, not just regular man sitting around. Mm-hmm. But like, the idea of like the blood and like feeding off someone, but then like it brings you pleasure and that they can turn you like, oh my God. It's so sexy. And then it's like the secrecy. I can't get enough.
I love it. You love the secrecy.
You're in my house recording this podcast right now. And I lied to my boyfriend and said we were just hanging out for the sake of a secret. Yes, we're in the kitchen in a public space. Yes, he could open the door and clearly see what we're doing. But until then.
Yeah. All about secrets. You know what's like hot? Okay, two things why I like vampires.
Yeah,
One,
exactly.
The mysterious guy who's so beautiful being into you. That to me was always like Angel or
just you. Like
just
so
you.
You're there.
No one else. And it's
you're
like,
their everything.
Yeah. And it's like usually vampires are like, especially with like the human vampire relationship, they're like, I can't be with a woman. I can't be with anyone.
Exactly.
But there's something about you in particular that I need to break all the rules for.
Well, think about it. When you get married to somebody, you're like, I will love you forever, whatever. But when one of you dies, technically that's a breakup. The thing about a vampire is they don't die. So when they're like, I love you forever, they mean it.
So it's like you like vampires because they don't sleep and they can commit like no tomorrow. Because they have many tomorrows.
they're almost nothing but tomorrows. Yeah, I think that I coined my phrase for the book. Yeah. Nothing but tomorrows. Okay, that's your first reason. What's the second reason?
The second reason is, and it honestly was solidified. I mean, we'll introduce the book and I'll but it was solidified in this book that there's something to having sex with someone who could like easily kill you, and they can take you to the edge of killing you, like with a bite, like with biting your neck, and like a little to the right or to the left or a little deeper, you're dead.
And the thing is too about vampires, and this is in every show and every book. This one holds true. I don't have to argue the defense on this. Mm-hmm. They're always on the brink of losing control when they participate in sex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're always, because they have so much power, it's too fast, too hard, too whatever. They all manage to like just barely reel it in, but it's because they're so caught up in passion, because obviously the rule of every vampire is they feel everything more. That's like the whole, why they have the super strength and smell and this and that. they feel all the senses are heightened. That's the same with sex. So, yes, they could fuck you to death.
Yeah.
Can we swear on this thing?
Oh, no. We're not allowed to swear on a book about literal fucking.
I really wish you would have said something.
Oh, I am so sorry. We need to, let's just stop, time out, watch
Let's
Twilight.
time out. Let's come clean to my boyfriend, tell him what we're doing. Let's reset.
Okay, got it. Back to one.
Back to one.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the book we are reviewing today is Even Vampires Get the Blues by Sandra Hill. It is the 6th book in the Deadly Angels series, and it's currently $2.99.
And that's a steal.
What a steal for this epic. Oh my God.
345, just 40. 340 pages of straight juice.
I know. That's all you need. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read a synopsis. Because this book is so detailed, there are so many elements to this book. I feel like the synopsis is going to take me forever to read, but I will.
No. Read it. Of course, read it. I read it.
Okay, all right. In a world where lucifyers, aka demon vampires, wreak havoc on the earth, there are Viking angel vampires, aka vangels, who protect the innocent. And former Norseman Herrick Sigurdsson is one of those vangels. But when he's assigned a mission to team with the Navy Wheels, aka the women on earth, air, land, and sea, he finds himself instantly attracted to the brave, strong, and curvy Camille, Camo, Dermaine. And even though these two are risking their lives for their mission, they're also risking their hearts for their inevitable human vangel love.
Not long enough.
I mean, that like barely scratches the surface.
Truly not long enough for what this book has.
This was the hardest thing I ever had to like write for this. You know what I mean? To like get out what this, I mean, I barely scratched the surface of the mythology of this world.
You barely had enough AKAs because everything in this book is like something else in this book.
Yeah.
I was calling them vangels.
Me too. Maybe it is vangels.
Vangels?
Like this
Vampire angels.
Vangels. Okay, vangels. Why don't you know what? Maybe it's like one of those like things where it's like either or, tomato, potato.
Tomato, potato. Yeah. I think we can all agree that's how that goes. Yeah, the thing about, like, we connected on vampires, so, and obviously I was like, you know, whatever book you're going to send my way. And then I started reading it, and they get to the vangels pretty quick, right? In the first chapter.
Yeah.
And a lot of these vampire books that I've read, or even the TV shows, work their way up to the reveal of vampire. And not only did this one reveal the vampire right away, which, by the way, is a Viking. A vangel is a Viking vampire angel.
Yeah.
So it's like, which is like, that's why I'm like, the double V.
Yeah.
Yeah, like V, it's a VVA.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
All VVA.
It's a VVA.
I got it.
if you please. But not only do they reveal it, the vampire aspect, they reveal a brand new kind of vampire I've never heard of, a vangel. Like, an invented type of vampire they reveal in the very first chapter. A couple pages in.
Oh, yeah.
It's like kind of no joke how quickly they get to it. And when that came, I was like, oh, this book's going to get out of control. Because to me, revealing your evangel, like, look at Twilight.
It's
45
like
minutes.
Yeah,
like,
it takes a while.
Yeah, to get to it. And then the rest of the movie is being like, I can't believe this. That's it. That's like the whole movie. Fantastic. I'll watch it and buy all the DVDs again and again, as we know. But with this, they get to it right away. And I was like, I've never heard anything. Viking Vampire Angel, never heard anything like that. That was wild. Obviously, we've heard of good angel, good vampire, bad man, vampire. We've heard of Vikings, just whatever as is. And then it was like, so that's how it starts. Then it goes into what the purpose is, like and I was calling them Lucifers.
Yeah. Lucifer's vampire.
Lucipes or what are they? They're
Lucipires.
Lucipires.
Because I think it's like Lucifer's vampires. So Lucipires. That's how I read it.
Okay. This is again what happened with Harry Potter. I was also pronouncing names wrong.
This is how, like, honestly, this is like my life, to be honest with you, because like I live alone.
Well, I live with the man that doesn't want to talk to me about this book. So it seems like you and I are kind of the two perfect people to be doing the podcast and reading this book because no one wants to talk to us about it but each other.
Exactly. Yeah. This is just the whole podcast is us learning how to say words for the first time.
Well, yeah. First, I had to overcome the challenge of learning to read. Then I had to overcome the challenge of learning to say words.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is riotous.
Yeah, but that was a whole new.
Yeah.
Because you only know good vampire and bad vampire.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she invents her own world.
Wheels.
Yeah.
She invents, like, I don't know if she invented it, but, like, I've never heard the use of the word wheels. And she says it to other people like they know. And I was like, I have never heard that in my life. So everybody's dropping bombs. like everyone's dropping a bomb in this.
So, like, how did you feel? Like, when you were like, it's a different type of vampire, like, did you like that idea or were you like, no, it needs to stay canon?
I loved it.
Me too.
I loved it because they're more than just a good vampire. It's like the angel aspect. Like, so being a vampire, someone turns you into a vampire against your will. Okay, fine, whatever. But this, because they were bad, they were being tortured by having to live and do something good, but being dead, but undead. Like, it was just so many layers. I think that's what I really liked about it.
Totally. Like, it's like you take the person who's like a sinner, who's a criminal, and what's the worst thing you can do? Make them an angel.
Well, absolutely, because it goes against
everything they
stand for. But also, vampires are notorious for doing whatever they want except getting found out of being vampires. Yeah. Right? Angels are notorious for helping people and being selfless to no end. So combine a species that does whatever they want with a species that only does good things. And it's like it's so crazy. It's like they're rebellious angels.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like his whole thing is that he is a Viking and very greedy. So he's being punished for the sin of greed when he tries to buy slaves or sell slaves.
Yeah, for money.
Yeah, exactly. Middleman of slaves. We'll call him the middleman of
the
slaves.
The old Norse term, middleman.
Yeah, exactly. But, so he's getting punished for that sin of greed. So as a vampire and / angel, he has to do all these good things. But then, like, every once in a while, he'll, like, sleep with someone and then just get more time added on his sentence. So he's in this kind of, like, heavenly jail on Earth.
Yeah.
Or like gets moved to Siberia.
He's in Siberia. Yeah.
He doesn't get to live in the nice place.
Yeah, heaven purgatory.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I've never seen anything like it where it's like he can still rebel. He just gets punished for it, but like still lives, still stays on track with what he's doing. He just gets more time added to his sentence. It's kind of
It's genius. Yeah, this world is genius.
Well, it's why there's so many of these books.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, have you read the other ones?
I haven't read the other ones.
Does he exist in all the other ones?
I think he does. Like, I think, like, you can read any of these books, like, in any order, because we read the 6th book.
Yes.
So I think it's, like, different characters, like, in this world.
Well, because he has 7 brothers.
He does, yeah. So it's, like, 7 brothers.
And I'm like, they must be following these other brothers.
And I think, you know how there's, like, one Lucipire who, like, works with... Yeah. Zed. I think he might get a book. Zebulon. Yeah. So that to me, I would be interested in reading that book because,
I mean, he was overlooking. I won't give a spoiler alert on the ending, but let's just say beautiful.
You can give a spoiler. All
beautiful festivities. I'm going to go ahead and say marriage. And
what a marriage!
Zebulon is looking on, kind of like sad and jealous.
Yeah.
Wishing he could be there, but obviously he knows he can't be.
Yeah, but maybe. I don't know.
Listen, we have friends within our enemies, frenemies.
Frenemies. He's a frenemy. All my friends are frenemies.
Myself included.
Yeah. Oh, I'm my own worst frenemy.
Starting with you, then me. Okay, wait. I'm assuming
Yeah.
you still have. Because I also have questions for you.
Yeah.
Is this a two-way podcast?
Yeah. So go ahead.
How did you choose this book? We knew we liked vampires, but I mean, there are a million.
Oh my God.
Vampire books.
Yeah.
So how did you choose this one?
Okay. Here's the thing. I started. This is how I usually choose books. Like I start with like for this one, I like went to this one author, J.R. Ward, who like writes all of these like vampire books. Everyone like loves her. Those are expensive. So I go to the ones where it's like readers also like whatever. And then, I mean, it took me a while to like,
that's how I buy, that's how I buy clothes and shoes on Amazon.
Me too.
People who bought this also looked at this.
Yeah. And I buy the same red shoes, all different prices.
That is so funny. I literally have in my room a pair of red shoes I bought today that don't fit, that just came today.
Oh, awesome. I mean, what size are they? I'm assuming that you're going to give them to me. I'm a size 6.
They're size 6.
We'll talk.
Loves.
I love this podcast episode so far because you're just giving me gifts.
And is that not what the life of Evangel is all about?
Yeah, exactly. Just gift after you're my Evangel.
I'm Evangel.
Yeah.
You're my Lucipe.
Yeah.
Lucipire.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Just sucking the life out of you. Oh wait, what was I gonna say?
Yeah. So I asked, how do you choose the book? You said you find the cheaper version.
Cheaper version, and then I saw the title, and I was like, this is an amazing title. It seems like it's like there's like I just like tonally, which was true about this book. I was like, tonally, this book seems interesting just with the title alone. Like it's like kind of like snarky a little bit. It's like kind of like calling it out that it's a vampire. It's not like shielded at anything of like dark desires.
Well, no, and the idea of even vampire gets the blues. So basically, like in the writing of this book, it'll say something like wait, I gotta find something. Oh, okay, here's this is part of what I'm gonna read. It's just one little sentence though. So it'll say like someone will say a line of dialogue and then in italics it'll go, "What a corny cliche."
I know.
She thought. So it's like
it's their thoughts.
It's their thoughts. And
I have so many things.
They're thinking in italics, and so it's like even vampires get the blues. And yes, the sentence does occur in the novel.
It does, yeah.
It is the equivalent of Samuel L. Jackson of "Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane."
Totally, yeah.
For the movie, as we all know, snakes on a plane.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Never mind.
I thought you were talking about another movie.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers, absolutely. Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Did you watch Endgame, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that's a separate podcast.
Oh, I have so much to say.
Nothing but more to say about this book, I actually have to be honest with you, because I might have been more entertained by the book.
Than Avengers?
Endgame, hand down.
Hands down.
If you could see Becky's face, she's never looked more agreeable in the 8 years that I've known you. We've known each other for so long.
8 years.
Okay. That was my question for you. How did you choose this book?
Yeah, that's how I chose the book. Okay. And yeah.
And I regret nothing.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you don't either.
I had a list of things, but then I was like, because I was going to give you options, but then I was like, this seems so
it was
good.
just
You're
so much
yes,
better that
down.
you said. It was just so much better that you sent it.
That's what I should do.
So much better. You should do that because it shows you speaking to your relationship with the guest.
Yeah.
So you were like, Alana, this is perfect for Alana.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah.
And you were dead on. And then how interesting if they end up hating the book, you'll be like, okay, where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
Like, because
I'll analyze my relationship.
Well, the whole point of doing this podcast is for you to chat with your friends, right?
Yeah, totally.
So let's put it to the test. This podcast is called Too Stupid to Be Friends.
Or like
changing the podcast.
Is too stupid to exist.
Yeah. But it was just perfect. It was so perfect. I'm glad you didn't send me options, because imagine if I hadn't chosen this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure whatever you would have chose, I would have loved. I loved it. I love all of these.
This was beyond juice. I mean, this was like water.
Juice.
It's beyond juice. It's water. It's
blood.
blood. It's just blood.
Do you want to look at the cover of the book and like describe it?
Yes. So on the cover, we've got a man who he's got blonde hair, a little dirty blonde, to be honest with you, kind of highlights. It's kind of short, swept back. I'm going to go ahead and say not with gel, but more so a pomade.
It says gel a lot.
It says gel a lot, and mousse references a lot.
This is pomade.
It is a pomade. There is literally no question about it.
Yeah.
So I don't, Sandra, I don't know where you get off.
Yeah, I know, just like a pea-sized pomade.
A pea-sized pomade, because you can't use too much of it. No. He's very tanned, and he's got a suit on, gray suit with a white dress shirt, and it's not ripped open. It's unbuttoned. Opened all the way, but nothing's torn. And you can see, I mean, that's an 8-pack.
His abs are insane.
A thick 8-pack. It's not a skinny one. It's a thick one. So
it's not like bare minimum. I feel like I'm like judging men's bodies, but it's not a bare minimum 8-pack. This is like
it's not an 8-pack.
Yeah,
it's not an 8-pack because you're like, oh, I don't eat too many carbs.
Yeah,
this is like I have gone insane. I do sit-ups with weights.
Yeah,
kind of 8-pack.
Yeah.
And he's got his hands in his suit pants pockets, just very casually posing. There is kind of stormy cloud light behind him and white angel wings.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom is some buildings that he's like standing in front of, like they're deep in the background. So here's my thing about the cover.
Yes.
And I had only looked at the cover for 2, because she sent me the Kindle, so it's on my iPad, so I immediately swiped through, and I'm glad I did, because that man on the cover is not the man in this book.
100% agree.
If you read the description of how he looks, he is the Alexander Skarsgård in the book. This man is too thick and bodybuildery.
Yeah.
And the guy in the book is lean but muscular.
Yeah.
More of like a CrossFit, and this guy's like a bench press weights.
Yeah.
There is a very, and yes, I will judge the men's bodies. The women's bodies are judged in this book as well.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Women being called, the star woman being called plain.
Yeah.
And then like the description of her ass takes up, 4 to 5 chapters. No question about it.
I just think like for me is that he has like a nice face. And like he doesn't like, he doesn't, do you know what I mean? Like he seems like the model himself, like I would want to see this model on the cover of like a contemporary romance that's like light and sweet. And like,
he's not a vampire.
Yeah.
Because here's the other problem. He's tanned. In the book, Herrick doesn't get tanned until he's fed.
Yeah.
So until he feeds on blood, and this is way later in the book, he gets a bit of a healthier glow to him, as if he's seen some sunshine.
Yeah.
And by the way, these vampires, they can be in the sun for these guys, because they're also the angels, so that has no effect on them.
Right.
For the listeners at home that are screaming about the logic, that's why they can get away with it, because they're also angels. So save it, okay?
Don't worry about anyone.
Yeah, but he's so tan on this cover, and he should be pale. That's what was good about the Twilight movies, is Edward was so pale.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be. And then you have a better glow to you once you feed.
Yeah.
So that was like my problem with the tan. He's a good looking guy on the cover. There's no question. He's very beautiful. It's just when you read the book, it's not the description.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, I think the guy himself is like doing a good job posing. Like he took the note well when the
look
author,
is a parallel. Like you've got to see this guy's eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pure steam.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, he's giving the sexiest look.
He knows how to pose. Like he's doing a good job.
He's not Tyra Banks smizing. He's just eyeing.
Yeah.
Eyeing you to fuck you. He wants to fuck you.
Oh yeah, and it's like I want to fuck him. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down,
he's
man.
He's not here to have a laugh.
No, not here to that. He's just like, I'm
here
fuck.
for you. You're my reason to live, and that's it. And
exactly.
You go, okay, great.
No funny stuff, just fucking stuff.
Here's the thing, and in the book, he is quite hilarious, to be honest with you.
He's a jokester. Well, like with their
not
thoughts,
the cover.
Both of them are jokesters.
They're both jokesters.
They're funny. They're funny characters.
Camille and Herrick.
And Herrick, yeah. Did you come up with the tagline?
I did.
Book?
It's not that creative, but it's fitting. Even vampires get the blues. And I'm not talking balls. So The reason why that's
was
my line.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
That
I
was
really thought about it.
I love it.
I really thought about it. And the reason why is this. They don't have sex until like 2/3 of the way in. There's like a lot of anticipation about it because there's a lot of like plot to set up with this terrorist group. So anyways, that they have to end up fighting in, which is why Herrick, the Vangel, connects with Camille, who's in the wheels, because they pose as this like other security company for all of them to get the terrorists, when really some of the terrorists are the Lucifers. So that's kind of like what's going on there. But there's this anticipation where he's like, they like connect, and it's like this like weird smell trigger, which when you have this, you can smell this scent from someone, it's like it's your life mate. He's like, she's too plain, she's not my life mate. He's all like mad about it and everything like that. So it's like they hate each other for so long, right?
But their smells.
But their smells. And she like identifies he's attractive, but she's like, fuck you. But like, yeah, you're hot, but like, fuck you. So that's kind of cool that she admits he's attractive, because to say he's ugly just isn't true. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they don't have sex until 2/3 of the way through. You think it's like blue balls, but it's not, because one, he's not attracted to her. And two, by the time he's attracted to her, he gets her.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like this sexual, like she's the one with blue balls. It's this it's this like anticipation. But that's why it's like even because remember, it's even vampires get the blues, and I'm not talking balls. He doesn't have that. When he wants her, he gets her.
Yeah.
Not in a forceful way, guys. It's very consensual, very beautiful, very romantic.
Yeah.
But for her, it's this, she's like attracted to him and hates that she's attracted to him and feels sexually frustrated and all this stuff. So even vampires get the blues, but not balls. But I think she's got the blue balls.
Oh, yeah. She's got the blue balls.
Absolutely.
But then...
So that was mine. What was yours?
Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Even vampires get the blues. His longship is meant to explore her fjord. Because of the Viking reference.
Guys, if you didn't know Longship was a dick, you don't know shit.
And fjord is a vagina.
And a fjord is a vagina. I love it.
You do? I was like, oh God,
no.
is it too dumb?
I love it because, no, it's not dumb. It's specific. And this book is specific. And he speaks still with the terminology. It's like, I mean, it's truly the dialogue of Game of Thrones, the way everybody's talking. Milady, twas, blah,
Arse,
blah, blah. Yeah. So, cometh, all this kind of business. So really, yours is very fitting because you're in the dialect and like the terminology that they were using then that he keeps using now, to the point where she comments on it being like, you talk funny. Like, it comes up weird. She says the word weird. It comes up several times, his speech, the way that he talks. So it's very fitting. Yours is very fitting.
Well, thank you. I'm glad it fits.
It really, well, and so is he.
Yeah.
Longship.
His longship fits in her
Hashtag longship. Tweet at us, guys. And I will be giving my address at the end of the podcast if you want to come to my house and tell me the tweet.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Tweet at me. Come over.
Come over and tweet at me.
Don't use my name in your tweets. Just come over.
Come right over.
Well, speaking about coming, do you want to read?
Oh, yes.
A sexy part from the book.
So, yes, I do. So this is page 181.
Okay.
Of 340. So they're just about getting into it here. Okay. So here we go. She goes, okay, wait. Okay, here we go. How long do I have?
You have the endless amount of time.
Okay, great. Because
forever.
it's a bit to get into it, but here we go.
Okay, do it.
Herrick seemed to be watching her, waiting for something. Are you ready? She tried to laugh, but it came out as a gasp. I take that for a yes, he said with a smile, and began to slowly, very slowly, draw himself out of her body until only the head of his penis was inside her. The friction was pleasure and torture so intense that she let out a long moan and raised her knees, spreading herself even wider. He took his time going back in, too. When she wanted to beat his back with her fists and scream, faster! but her tongue seemed to be stuck to the roof of her mouth as she panted for breath. She did put her hands on his hard butt cheeks, though, trying to encourage him. The stubborn man took his slow, good time. In, out, in, out, in, out. She was dying and having dozens of mini orgasms while he stroked her inner walls with frustrating slowness. Once he stopped when he was in her fully and rubbed his pubic bone against her clitoris, back and forth, till she exploded in a full-blown climax of shuddering orgasms. Are you done now? She asked, though she couldn't see for the exploding stars that blinded her. Okay, that was an exaggeration, but not by much. Down below, she was one shattering mess of sensations. Hard to tell what was going on in Sex Central. Too many things at one time. He laughed. I've barely begun. That cleared her vision fast.
Oh my God.
Sex Central. It's the in and out, guys.
It's written like
it's written in period one line, out period the other line, and then the in with the ends, the out with all the U's. It's all written that way.
Yeah,
which is why it's genius, which is why I had to read it out.
Oh yeah, I highlighted it because I'm like,
there
this
you go.
is genius.
Yeah, so the way I read it is no exaggeration. Becky was having a laugh because literally it is the exact way that it is written out.
Oh yeah.
So no exaggeration.
No exaggeration.
So that's it.
I am so hot and bothered. Like if my face is red, there's sweat.
Everything's red. At this point, we're blushing head to toe, you and I. My God.
I mean, it looks like
it's sexy though.
I thought the sex in this book was out of this world.
It literally was.
It was nothing like anything I've read before.
And let me tell you this, True Blood is a show of fucking, but when True Blood would show the sex, the whole fun about it was that they would go super fast. And at one point, once she's come a million times, he does plow her pretty hard and pretty quick. But like, it would just be them jackhammering, like, and it would go like almost blurry that they were going so fast, and everyone would be like, good, like having fun.
Yeah.
But this is about him being slow and pleasing her.
That's what I loved about him so much is that
Me too.
I hope this doesn't I think he was like, every time I have sex with this woman, my goal, my challenge, even though it's not much of a challenge, is to make this woman come. My goal is to be here for her pleasure.
So literally 1 page later, on page 181, he goes, "Sorry I am, Camille," he said against her ear. "Why?" "I did not spend nearly enough time in foreplay. Next time, I will do better." Next time she choked out, "Did I not mention I am a greedy man?" He literally apologizes for not enough foreplay when, and I didn't read this part, but when he was like kissing and caressing her nipples, she had already started climaxing.
Oh
like,
yeah, nipplegasm.
When I was reading, this wasn't even the part of him going down on her. This was when it got to the sex and she was still continuing to climax. So I have never read a vampire, because Twilight's prudish about sex. Right. Obviously, it's all Christian and everything, but I have never read a vampire book where it was so focused on the women and on foreplay. Usually it's just about being fucked hard and fast and like all night long. And for me, I'm like, I got half an hour. I gotta get out of here, or I need a snack. Sorry.
No,
and yes, I hope my boyfriend comes out and listens to this part of the podcast. Absolutely, I do. I don't know. What do you think?
I thought, like, okay, you're right about True Blood. This was also in Twilight when they did have sex. And this was also in like some other vampire stuff where it's like they have sex and she feels so good and then she like blacks out. And then they wake up the next day like in the sheets, and it was like she remembers having a good time. And it's like, I want to see this good time. Like I want to see.
It's a little roofy, like the other ones. Yeah. It's a little roofy.
Which I know isn't the intention, and I know some people like find that, you know, maybe readers like that, you know, I don't want to judge. But yeah, I agree. It's like I don't want to read something where someone like blacks out, you know.
No, because later in the book too, it calls back to her remembering what had happened and like you know, and then like getting off on like the memory of it, and then that created even more anticipation for the next time. So Me personally, I like to remember that I've had sex. Again, not everybody's thing. I know people, and I think a lot of the quote unquote the blacking out, whatever we want to call it, has to do with the blood exchange when they take some of your blood and give you some of their blood. So it's like, yes, I said, Rufy, that's not what they're actually doing. It's just that the vampire blood is being infused in your body, so your body has a different kind of reaction to it. But he hadn't even bitten her yet at this point in time, and that doesn't actually come until later.
Which I loved. I do have it to read.
Oh my God, how perfect. That leads in perfectly.
Oh wait, is this the right? Oh, I hope I highlighted it all. It's kind of small, but
I
might
literally
have,
read the whole book and I'd listen.
Okay, so this was honestly the best bite sex I've ever read, because like I really felt like I understood her being turned on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay, so they're like fucking, and he's like putting his lips to her neck. Okay. Without asking, probably sensing there wasn't anything she would deny him, he placed his fangs against her neck and pressed lightly until he broke the skin. It didn't hurt, or only for a second, and now with each long, slow stroke into her body, when he hit her clitoris, he took a tiny sip at the same time, and every nerve ending in her body exploded with sensation, each more powerful than the one before. By the time he'd started his shorter, harder strokes and his sipping had taken on a rhythm, Camille was mindless with nerve vibrations. Every surface of her skin was an erogenous zone. She was so overstimulated, she felt as if she would go mad with her need for relief. Just let it go, sweetling. Let us go. How hot is that?
I mean, like, I'm going to say this. First of all, I 100% remember that part, like without question, obviously. I'll say this. And the fun part about that, guys, she says kind of at the beginning, don't call me honey, babe, sweetling, any of this kind of stuff. So him doing that, obviously, as you can tell, it's a bit playful, it's a bit fun.
Yeah.
But she allows it because she genuinely feels that term of affection in the moment. So it's kind of nice. It goes to show how their relationship has developed. Yeah. But in the way that he bit her, it's very interesting because it's consensual without dialogue, because they are tuned into each other in a certain way, right? It is interesting because she does deny him in the second time they're having sex, when he tries to like get up in her butt, not have anal, but like be kissing around her butt,
wanting to bite her butt.
Yeah,
because he loves that. He loves that butt.
Loves that butt. He goes on and on. The rear view is how he says. He loves the rear. And she's like, move on, and he's like, one day I'll make sure she's comfortable with her body. Like it's very cool in the sense about it's him, not him being like, I'll get in there. It's him being like, I'll show her she should be comfortable with it because she can get more pleasure. Yeah. So it's very interesting. And again, none of this is anal. It's like him just wanting to like, kiss and lick and bite and all this kind of stuff. So that's new. I've never seen that before in a book. But with the biting, that is usually where they black out because their body cannot, it's like when you get the, what is it? The heart palpitation where it's like they rub the paddles and they're like clear. Yeah. So usually like that's what happens when vampire goes in. You have this like all body shock. And it was just interesting that she stayed conscious throughout it.
I know.
So, you know what I mean?
That's what I found so
and
fascinating.
Could feel it. And I completely agree with you because it's very rare that happens, and it's usually a cut to. So including in books.
Totally. Oh,
like I understand for TV and movies, fine, but including in books. So it was really cool. I completely agree with you. It was cool to be able to like experience that whole thing.
And it was like turn on. She wasn't scared.
Oh my God. Of course it was such a turn on. Why to be scared? He's everything.
Because like, it is kind of scary. Like the idea, like if I were dating a vampire in real life, like I would be scared about like when's the bite gonna happen?
Well, and I'd be worried, is he gonna turn me?
Yeah.
Because once they start biting, they can't control themselves.
I know,
But here's the thing, Vangels can.
That's what's so hot
because
about
the
it.
angel part.
Yeah.
They can control themselves.
Yeah.
And they only ever bite people either A, a little bit of this pleasure, or B, to turn a sinner into another Vangel to help fight the cause.
Yeah.
Against evil.
Right. Because like Vangels can like sense when someone is about to sin. Yeah. And if they were to sin, a Lucifer can like take them and make them like a Lucifer.
Part of the, and listen, here's how we know that, guys. Camille's dad is one of the sinners.
Yeah. And
with this like other life that he has with this other woman.
He wants to murder his wife, his to be with his mistress. So Camille's mom.
And to get her money. Wants to murder Camille's mom because Camille comes from money, though she doesn't act like it. And she comes from money and he wants to murder.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool, but he wants to murder the mom.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, Herrick saves him.
He saves
without having to turn him with a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
And no, he does turn him, but...
He does turn him.
But he had like that heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
And the guy consensually goes, okay, do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he turns him, but it was like the conversation that led to the turning.
They have a conversation, like a really deep conversation of like, this is what you want to do. Like, I know you've been thinking about it, but you're scared, but you still want to do it. And she's telling you to do it, but you are saying she's telling you, but you want to. It was a very like engaging conversation.
Because once you're evangel, a lucifer can't turn you.
Right. Yeah.
So it's the only way to save a sinner. Mm-hmm. If you just give the sinner a talking to and let them go, the sin will come back. They'll do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a lucifer will get to them and then have another conversation and turn them. So it's like it's really a race as to who turns who.
Yeah, exactly. And he saves her dad. You know, I thought that there was like a really interesting theme of forgiveness in this book.
Absolutely, including the end. Like,
yeah,
when he disappears, he's like, he says to her after they like get the terrorists and all this kind of business, he goes, wait for me, he says to her, because like he has to go and finish some evangel business. And he goes, wait for me, wait a week. And then he ends up being longer because he gets taken to this island by
Michael, the archangel who like runs, who like is in charge of the angels.
Makes the angels. He's like the main one.
Yeah.
And anyways, so, and he can't contact Camille to let her know.
Yeah, Michael is like keeping him from
Exactly,
Camille. Yeah.
Exactly. And he can't contact her. So it's been more than a week. And she's mad and all this, and as she should, because she has no idea about this island. She doesn't know anything. Goes to one of the brothers. The brother doesn't know where his own brother Herrick is. Nobody knows. And then he like comes back. He genuinely apologizes.
Yeah.
Explains what's up, asks for forgiveness, and she gives it to him. And it wasn't submissive. I didn't find it to be the classic of like a woman in this abusive relationship taking back this terrible man. Like in the 50 Shades. This guy fucking sucks.
Oh,
like,
I hate Christian Grey so much.
Yeah, women being like, and he swoops in and he saves me and this and that. How many times was she like, don't interfere, don't do this? And he was like, but I had to. Like, act first and then ask, what is it? And then ask for forgiveness after? What is that? Like, you know the phrase I'm talking about.
Act first, ask for forgiveness. Wait.
No.
Wait. No, wait, I don't know what phrase you're
Better do something and then ask for forgiveness than to say sorry and not, or something. Than to ask permission.
Oh,
better ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So fucking Grey is all over this bullshit.
Right, yeah.
And she keeps, and literally the whole movie is about her being sexually submissive, but emotionally as well.
That's what I don't like about it.
That's what I don't like about it either. Yeah. But in this, she like gives him the business, but waits for him because he comes back saying he loves her, not because it's what she wants to hear, because it's genuinely like what he felt. And he felt that pain without her, and then he proposes to her, and that was something she never asked for.
Yeah.
They never had a conversation about it. She never alluded it to being something she wants. So he's asking it because it's what he wants to like share this life with her and not just giving her something to shut her up and get her back.
Yeah.
This is a very feminist friendly book. It honestly is, because even in the sex, she's still doing sick burns. Sick burns. Seriously, she is. She doesn't stop. She's very witty.
Yeah.
And very like no funny business. And very like biting. And she knows she is. She's very sarcastic.
Yeah.
And she is still giving him the business during the sex and is kind of like setting the rules and whatever. And teasing him and this and that. And it's just fantastic. And she never backs down from that. And she still holds her ground. Like when she sees him, she's like, the fuck are you doing here? And before he shows up at the very end, after like leaving this island he's been held prisoner on essentially, her ex comes back that cheated on her with her best friend and got her pregnant. Yes. And then is like, I want you back. And she's like, get the fuck out of my house. Like she stays strong the whole time. It is feminist friendly, and most vampire stories are not that way. Yeah. They're not. Even though it's him loving her and this and that, it's also him or her, whatever. But usually it's a male vampire.
Yeah.
It's him still doing things for her, but that she doesn't want him to do.
Yeah.
Like without her permission.
Totally. I feel like with like other vampire stuff, it just like, especially in what is it? The Vampire Diaries.
Oh yeah.
We
my
could talk about.
God. That's just a whole separate podcast.
I feel like the vampire's goal in those things is to like the woman that they're in love with is so pure, and he wants to keep her so pure and keep all bad things away from this woman that he's in love with.
Yes.
And it's almost demeaning in a little way.
Well, even when they turned her, even when she became a vampire.
They're like, we got to turn her back.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was still demeaning to her. And I was like, she's a fucking vampire. And everybody knows new vampires are the strongest vampires. Everybody fucking knows that.
Yeah.
Because they have no self-control.
And this is from the Vampire Diaries. Elena, the main character, becomes a vampire. What frustrated me about that is that Elena's other friend, like Caroline, becomes a vampire. But when Elena becomes a vampire, everyone is like, well, we got to change her back into being human. And it's like, what about Caroline? Like, you never did that when like she became a vampire.
And Caroline did not, like, let me tell you this, poor Caroline, she gets life handed to her in a shitty sack.
Oh yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
fair.
Every other character does, except for Elena. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say this: what I liked about this, Camille is tough as nails.
That's why I liked
literally,
her.
she's a steel.
strong.
Like she's actually physically strong, but like she poses as a high school student because she's a quote unquote plain Jane, according to Herrick, which he ends up finding her to be quite beautiful and a real chameleon. And she gets kidnapped by the terrorists.
Yeah.
And like the shit kicked out of her. Like,
and she saves the girls.
And she saves the girls. She saves all the girls.
Yeah.
She's smart.
And she's brave. That's what I loved about what I loved. She's just brave. And my point is that with Herrick, he doesn't want to be with Camille because she's like, he has to protect her and he has to save her. He's there because he's like, I want a partner in my life.
He didn't even, and here's the thing, he didn't even want her because he's a Viking. So he's like, this woman isn't gorgeous. This woman can't give me kids because he can't actually have kids, they're sterile. So he ends up being tricked into liking her by how cool she is. Like he doesn't want it. So it's just very different that it's like, you know, and she doesn't do anything to win him over. She just is
herself.
She's just herself. And then he's like, what the fuck? I don't want this. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, she's like, I'm not doing anything. Get your life together.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
She really like reminded me of women that I like. You know what I mean? Like just like real women. Well, not, I mean.
She is a real woman though.
Yeah.
She is. Like when you listen to the way that she talks and I'm like, this would totally be a friend of mine. Like, you know, maybe we were like friends in high school and kind of lost touch. And it's like, because
I miss her.
Are any of my comedy friends wheels? Absolutely not.
I mean, you are a wheel. You are hands down a wheel.
That means a lot.
You're
If
welcome.
I'm being honest with you. You just Herricked me. You just Vangeled me.
You're my.
You've won.
Oh, yes. All right.
You've won and I'll fight the good fight. No, but it's very like, you know, like it'd be that friend where I'm like, we kind of grew apart, we whatever, but like you're cool as hell. In fact, oh my God, this is perfect. I just had a old high school friend. I haven't seen him in like, God, like maybe 17 years. Not even really keeping up on social media. He was like, I'm in town. Let's hang out. And I saw him and it was like, we hadn't skipped a beat. I had the time of my life. I don't know if I'll ever see him again. But in that night, we had so much fun. It was nonstop laughs. And I was like, and it's because he's just a cool, regular guy. Like he's still cool. He's still funny. He's making jokes. He's burning me. I'm burning him. Like it's all this stuff. And I'm like, that's her. Yeah. She's not like, you're good looking. I'm going to get nervous now. She was like, I'm good looking. She goes, you're good looking, but you just call me plain. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Because he calls her plain. And she's like, excuse me. Like,
yeah.
It's awesome.
It's so awesome.
She fights back.
Yeah. And you know what else I liked about her is that her family are all like academics. And she goes into
rich.
And she is the only person who like enlisted, you know, to become a SEAL.
The only one do anything physical.
Doing anything physical. And it doesn't bother her. Like, and she doesn't like, there really isn't like that much stuff where she's like sitting at the table and like people are like demeaning to her and she's like, oh,
because the family keeps trying to get her to go back to school.
Yeah, and she's like, no, I'm doing, you know what I'm doing? I'm like protecting you, you know,
Yeah.
I'm protecting this country.
Yeah,
and she doesn't care. She doesn't like wallow in like not being able to connect with her family. She just like knows what she wants and like is very committed to this mission too.
Yeah, exactly. Because when she sees, basically, she sees her family and Herrick meets her family because she has to go back for her brother's wedding. But it's right when they found out about this terrorist mission. So they didn't want her to go. But then Herrick, who is kind of this like intel geek squad guy, is like, what if I accompany her and I like fill her in
on the
data?
rundown. Yeah.
And the boss was like, okay. And while he's offering in his head, he's like, what? I don't want to do that. But it turns out it's Michael.
Yeah.
The one who's like persuading him to do it, like controlling his thoughts almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously it ends up like working out, but that's how she ends up back with her family. So that was cool because she lives so far away from her family, wants nothing to do with them. She likes her brother. She gets along. She talks to everybody. It's not like one of those, but she's like, I don't want to be near your money. I don't want your fancy house. I'm good in my cargo shorts.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
That's it. I'm good. That's it.
Yeah. And she could have lived in some fancy house that they would buy her and whatever, but she doesn't want to. She chooses to live like in like a cabin. Like, what do those guys live in? Yeah.
Yeah. She has 2 roommates. Yeah. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So in this book, Herrick, because when you meet your life mate in like the Vangel world, you smell like something very distinct about him. So Camille smells chocolate off of Herrick. Herrick smells roses off of Camille. If you were in this world,
oh my God,
what do you want your mate to smell like? And what would you want your mate to smell off of you?
I mean, this is just the most fabulous question on the planet. So there's 2 answers.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the more romantic one would be like fresh baked cookies.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter cookies, because it's my favorite.
Okay, yeah.
But I really think in my heart of hearts, it would be pizza.
I thought pizza.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not my answer, but I was like thinking about it.
Because it's like, I don't eat that much pizza. So when I do, it's so exciting to me, and the melted cheese. And so it's just so exciting to me.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to cookie than I am pizza. Cookies are more accessible, and like cheese kind of upsets my stomach.
Right,
I still eat it, but not all the time.
No, I get it. Yeah, you got to pick your battles.
So I'm going to say pizza, but that's going to grow old quick. But that's kind of my theme of me in relationships. The current boyfriend's holding out, but when he walks out and sees that we're in a podcast, who knows how quickly this will end. What do I want to smell like? Oh my God, this is such a good question. Oh my God. I know exactly it. Coffee with vanilla creamer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What's better than morning coffee?
Nothing.
When you wake up and you smell coffee's already made. But the thing is, the
And the
reason
vanilla.
why the vanilla, because the sweet.
Yeah.
So
Here's
it's a
the thing.
treat.
It is a treat.
What's your answer?
So I chose for my mate, I want him to smell like vanilla.
Oh
I
my
chose
God,
vanilla.
what are the odds?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's the fucking
Am I your
That's why I asked you to be on this podcast. This whole thing was for me to proposition you.
And then what's the other?
The other
one?
Okay. Here's the thing. This kind of is an easy answer, but do you use Diva Curl products? Do you know Diva Curl?
I know. I don't use them, but I have used them. So yes, I absolutely know Diva Curl.
They smell like these 2 products that smell really good. And I always get compliments, and I like the way they smell. And I always get like compliments.
Yes.
And I would love to smell that. Like it smells like Fruit Loops,
Yeah.
but like not like gross, cinnamon milk Fruit Loops. Like
it's
a fresh
Diva
Fruit
Curl,
Loop.
yeah, it has a light smell.
And I would love to smell like that all the time. I mean, I could if I just like wear that hair thing every day.
I think that's great because the problem with, to me, the chocolate smell is too much all the time because when you have too much chocolate, well, it's very rich and you're going to feel like sick. But like, could I smell a like nice fruity smell like Yeah, of course I could. Like a
Yeah.
citrusy type thing. I feel like a lot of places, like especially if you go to a salon or massage place or this and that, there's kind of like a lighter, fruitier smell, or like if something smelled like lavender all the time, you're gonna throw up. Or patchouli.
Yeah, you
you're
can
gonna
get a
throw
headache.
up.
Like I'll get a headache.
Sandalwood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But vanilla, I will never
vanilla
get.
all day, all night.
Yeah. I was thinking about, I was at Hollywood and Highland, don't be jealous.
On the corner, hanging out.
I think I was going to Dave and Buster's. I don't know why I found myself
Alone.
there. I was
Yes,
going to
go
Dave-
on.
as one does. And I was taking all of those escalators to go back to my car, right, because the night was over. I was there, I was gone. This youngin was smoking a vape pen, a vanilla vape pen, and it was the best vanilla smell I ever smelled.
Do you use a vape pen?
No, and I don't vape. I know it's bad, and but my God,
I'm
it
out
smelled
of
so
the
good.
weed. I'm out of the game.
Oh my gosh,
I am out of the game.
good job.
But like I, for a long time, was into hookah.
Yeah.
I am half Arabic, as we know. Part of my culture. My mom bought us all our hookahs in Syria when we were in Syria. Yeah, I mean, she bought it as a decorative piece, and naturally we used it. But I would get that vanilla.
Yeah.
The vanilla bean, that, what is it? The tahini villa or
Yes,
the vanilla?
yeah.
And oh my God.
Because there's like a spice vanilla to it. And
Yes,
that's why I
exactly,
like it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it is a smell I do not get sick of.
No.
My whole life, I do not get sick of it.
It's so
and I
good.
also never get sick of vanilla flavor of like a plain vanilla ice cream. It's not going to be the first thing. Like peanut butter is my favorite flavor.
Yeah, chocolate's my favorite flavor.
Yeah, so
but I love the smell of vanilla.
But I don't get sick of vanilla. I can have like caramel. I can definitely max out on caramel.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like vanilla, it is the most. I wonder how you'd even look this up, or if such a survey exists. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the most popular flavor. If you had to say sweet type flavor, like you can't, like not a savory, but a sweet type flavor, and I wouldn't be surprised if is anything better than a vanilla candle? Seriously,
That's all
is
my
anything
all
better
my
than a vanilla
all
candle?
my candles are vanilla. I love blondies and vanilla pudding.
I have peanut butter blondies in my freezer right now.
Shut up.
You'll absolutely have
Podcast
to
over.
try
Bye. No, I'm kidding.
They've literally ended this podcast so many times for so many reasons.
Just so you know, this is the third gift.
Wow, I'm about to be like, after this podcast airs, I'm literally going to be asked to be on everybody's podcast.
Oh yeah,
Just for the gifts, because they know I'm coming with gifts.
Everyone, look, other podcasters out there. She's got gifts.
She'll give her address.
She'll give. You have a home.
She has a home. She'll give you. You can stay on her couch.
Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, so. And okay,
yeah. What's left on the podcast agenda? She's scrolling through a document here, so I'm wondering what's left.
I'm just looking at Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. I'm looking.
She's tweeting the deeds.
Oh gosh, I could talk about this all day, but it's time for our final thoughts.
Oh, I love it.
So if you want to give your final thoughts on characters, on the sex, on the love, and then a rating A through F, feel free to give like a sultry adjective before your grade.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to say this. I never knew such a strong, dumb Viking could be such a sensual, sensitive man. A man who remains a man, but respects a woman while living for her every breath and still maintaining his own life.
That's the dream.
I didn't think it was possible for a man to be that way, and I was right, because he is a Vangel. He is not a man.
No.
So my takeaway from the book is this. If you feel someone you meet is of another world, lock it down. Because when you read a book like this, in bed beside your current boyfriend, who may or may not know you're doing a podcast in the kitchen, you will feel nothing but disappointment.
That is the best review.
My rating? My rating is an A for Alana Johnston's seal of approval. An A for Alana Johnston's seal of approval. I am
wonderful.
giving my guarantee this book is good.
Oh,
A guarantee.
I guarantee it too.
An
I
A.
agree. Like, here's the thing. Sometimes,
Let's hear it.
Like, I am not going to be able to say it as beautifully as you just did.
You also don't hate your boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
Just kidding.
That's true.
No, Norm, you're great. I just rolled my eyes. He's the best.
Norm has been sitting at this table this whole time.
No, the thing is, we unplugged Norm's mic. He's actually been talking the whole time as well. And we didn't, the only reason why we let him on the podcast is it turns out I was reading the book aloud the whole time.
Yeah, well, because he was helping you learn the words.
So he was helping me learn the words. So we did have to let him on the podcast, as it turns out.
Yeah, he'll have like 5 minutes at the
He'll
end.
get 5.
Well, I'll edit it out, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here's the thing. Sometimes with like books that have like a very like rich mythology where there's like a lot of details in the world and there's a lot of like terms, I can't keep track sometimes, you know? This I could keep track of. I was just like, I didn't like, cause you know, sometimes I need to like highlight the word and then look it up. And like, you know, this wasn't, it didn't feel like work.
It came with the glossary.
It came with a glossary,
and
which was so
we didn't,
nice.
but we didn't
You
necessarily
didn't need it at all. And like, yeah, so I thought that was like such a plus. Like I was just like, I really was allowed to be invested. I thought tonally, you could really tell the author's voice in this. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? She had a voice. She like has like a unique perspective on love and like what sex is and how it can be like kind of goofy at times, but also hot. And that's like real, you know? And I mean, I thought the sex scenes, her descriptions of sex scenes, just she hits it out of the park.
Yeah.
So I
what's
give it
what's the rating?
an A+ for Alana Johnston seal of approval plus.
I didn't even think about plus.
Too late. You can't go back. Can't go back.
I was just thinking the letter, but yes, of course.
No, I gave this a
No, you know
A+.
what? It's better that you give it the plus because your plus is coming off of my A. So I like that.
So because of your A, it gets
Exactly.
the plus. So you basically gave
So that
it-
works. So that
you
no,
gave-
that works. It's a
basically-
double point system.
A double point system. No, I give it a versatile vangelic
Can I
A+.
make a request for the public to hear so that you have to be held accountable? Don't edit this out. I am asking to read another one of the books in the series with you and come back and do even just a 10-minute bonus episode. You know when they're like on the crime ones where they do a follow-up and let you know how the trial ended?
Yeah.
I want to do one of those, but with these books to be like,
sound?
here's how it ends. Once we got it, like, so I'm
For like the final book.
That's what I'm saying for the
Okay,
final book.
yeah.
I think we need to come back and do a bonus edition episode. It doesn't need to be full length, but I think we need to come back and be like, guys, I know we only started at 6, but we're finishing at a top 10 New York Times bestseller book. And then I think we need to get Norman at the end, my boyfriend.
Yeah, we can get him in.
And I think we need to ask him, how does he feel about me reading these books? And I gotta be honest with you guys, spoiler alert, he is not into it.
We gotta get him on the show and convert him.
We gotta get him on the show.
I'm sure if he read one of these books, he'd be like, "Oh, I like this." Here's the thing: a lot of the guys who have been on the show are like, "Wow, this was good."
I promise you, it's not Norm, but absolutely, we should get him on the show.
We'll just keep making him read
We'll
these
just
books
keep
until
making
he
him
loves
read the books
them.
until he loves them.
Alana, thank you so much for being a guest.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me.
This
I had
was-
such a good time.
Oh my God, I had a blast. Guys, you can follow Alana at Alana_Johnston. And if you're in the LA area, definitely check out her show, Self-Esteem Party. If you loved her on this episode, then you will love that show. And don't forget to follow this podcast on Twitter at TSTL Podcast. Thank you so much for listening and have a great rest of your day.